Hey guys, Marcin here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today, along with all the other stuff that we got with the tutorial update and the free-to-play team and all that stuff, we have the awakenings for the DAIMA, Goku and Vegeta. Unfortunately, they don't actually share any 200% leader skill teams, so I'm going to do two separate showcases for them, one for the Goku, one for the Vegeta. And we're going to check them out and see how good they are. So we got all the extra copies that we need to max them out. So as long as you haven't accidentally misused one of them, we got those 1 copies of them when they were just the SRs before. If you do all the missions that are available now, you get 9 extra copies. So you can obviously train your one up to SA10. You get the medals to awaken them into this form, into the mini form. And then you do get 4 copies of the mini form one as well, so then you can use those to unlock the 4 paths. So you should be able to rainbow them all. And funnily enough, I did link level mine already, and they didn't actually gain an extra link. So even though they've awakened to UR, it's obviously not until they awaken into a TUR and actually get to maximum level 120 that they would then get the Shattering the Limit link. So they only have the 6 links, but if you've link leveled them already, it means you don't actually have to do anything else once you awaken them, because their links do not change. So we're checking out Goku here on the Kamehameha team with the Carnival Family Kamehameha Gohan. He is an all types leader, but only for 40%. Obviously, you know, he's just an SSR, technically a UR at the moment. So as he continues to awaken, I'm assuming that they will both awaken into a TUR and then probably eventually get an Easy 8 as well. So for now, it's just all types 40%. At least that's useful for like link leveling and stuff, I guess. But his super attack, raise attack for 1 turn, does supreme damage to the enemy. So he doesn't raise defense on super, which is unfortunate. But his passive is attack and defense 120%. All allies key +1 and attack 30%. And if there is another Dragon Ball Seekers ally in the same turn, gives an additional 1 key and chance of performing a crit 10%. He launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack, and then an additional attack and defense 20% up to 80%, and chance to crit 10% up to 40 with each attack performed. So he's got to perform 4 attacks in order to fully max out his passive. And he does have that additional attack that has a high chance to become a super anyway, but it is only attacks performed and not super attacks performed. So he will guaranteed be built up in 2 turns, because he will always attack a minimum of 2 times. So on this rotation, unfortunately, we do not have a Dragon Ball Seeker ally, right? Because this Gohan is not on Dragon Ball Seekers. I think the Goten and Trunks from the movie might be, because they do end up using them, but he's not, is he? No, I didn't think so. So we're not getting that extra buff from the mini Goku, but we'll go ahead and see what we do here. We're only at 87k defense start of turn. And he doesn't get any defense on super, not from his super attack effect, not from his passive. Obviously, by performing his 2 attacks, he's going to get an extra 40%. But, I mean, that's only going to put him up to what? Like 120? Not particularly high. So, let's see how we get on here. Obviously, we got to temper our expectations with these guys, because it's cool to have like some DAIMA units in the game, but yeah, they are just URs, level 100. At least they do have access to being URs, so that they actually have the hidden potential. So we can actually have them rainbowed, give them the hidden potential abilities. For both of them, Vegeta and the Goku, I just went for full dodge and then put the rest into additional. So yeah, 1.1 million. Then we get the additional normal. So we've gotten a 40% buff so far. We don't get the additional... Ooh, 287k. Okay. Because yeah, I mean, this event is not like super difficult, but it is one that can be a little bit longer, so we can get a chance to actually see what units can do. But yeah, that is a lot of damage from a normal attack, type neutral as well. Alright, so I mean, this should be a decent turn, because we got the UI Goku has guaranteed dodge. In the worst case scenario, we'd revive anyway. So we'll grab these. Can I get 7 orbs for Kid Goku? Not if I want a super attack with you, which I do. So we'll do that, and then we'll do that. At least Kid Goku gets the 8 orbs, or 7 orbs, so everybody gets the damage reduction. Not that it matters too much for UI Goku, because he's going to dodge anyway. 12 million. Yeah, definitely the Vegeta on paper seemed better before they got their awakenings, before I even saw like the details for their awakened kits. But Vegeta's one seems a little bit better because he does actually raise defense on Super. Although I think he gets extra stats while this Goku gets them by performing attacks. I think the Vegeta gets extra stats by being hit, which is not ideal if you are a free-to-play unit with relatively low stats. But we'll have to see. Obviously, we'll do his showcase next as well. But I didn't bother doing showcases of them when they were just the SRs, because especially because they're like, we got one copy of each of them, right? So they have no hidden potential. If you wanted to get them up to SA10, you'd have to use Kai's. And I mean, it was fairly obvious. I mean, to be fair, they actually didn't make them farmable. They just gave you them with missions. But I was fairly sure they would just make them farmable before, you know, the time would come around that we'd then need to rainbow them, right? So he actually does share quite a few links here with the STR Goku and Vegeta before they fuse into Vegito. The only link he doesn't have with them is All in the Family, which he does have with Gohan. So this is pretty good rotation here. We can also put you into the standby so you can't actually do any damage, and then we don't have to worry about him. I mean, we probably wouldn't kill him anyway. He does lose All in the Family though when we do that, but we have 112k defense here. Start of turn. We're going to get an extra 40% because he's going to do the 2 extra attacks, but realistically that's only going to put him up to like maybe 150k defense, which is definitely not a lot. So I think we'll go ahead and use a Senzu Bean here because the guys at the end are sealed anyway. So let's grab these, and then I guess we can just grab those for you. But yeah, obviously this Goku, for the moment, I think that he is just going to be a cool little collector's card. As DAIMA goes on and we get more stuff happen in the series, then obviously we're more likely to see these guys then awaken. I would imagine probably into Super Saiyan, but yeah, 1.8 million. We do get a crit, and then the additional was a super, so we got up to 2.2. See, 266. So that's him fully maxed out now because he's attacked 4 times. So obviously without All in the Family, because we transformed Gohan, which is a good defensive link. It gives a lot of extra defense, but yeah, that's a bit of a yikes. It's kind of a shame because when you think about, like, we just got done doing the showcases and everything for the free-to-play, like the tutorial team, and obviously those guys are TURs, so they have a step of awakening ahead of these guys. But in terms of kit, like, they are light years ahead of these 2 units, which again, like, these guys don't actually have awakenings properly yet, so I suppose you can't judge them too harshly. But at the same time, it's I would say certainly a little bit disappointing that they are not really, I would say, I mean, I was going to say not usable, but like realistically they aren't really usable, like in actual difficult content, right? Good old UI Goku not dodging a super straight away. Love to see that. 461k, nice. At least you had the revival active, but yeah, not very usable at this point, because if we're fully maxed out and we can't tank normals from the first phase of an event that is like 6 months old, that's not really a good sign, is it, for any sort of longevity for this unit in his current state, right? And this is kind of like what we said when we did the showcase for the AGL Bardock. He's gonna awaken into an LR, so we're not really expecting his TUR to necessarily be that good. So it's, you know, can't really judge him on just the TUR. See, with All in the Family active, Saiyan Warrior Race and Prepared for Battle, we have 157k. But his biggest issue is the fact, obviously, like we said already, he doesn't get any defense on Super. He doesn't get any defense on Super from his passive. He doesn't get any defense on Super from his Super Attack effect. We do have a Dragon Ball Seekers ally on the rotation now because we have the Kid Goku. So he gives an extra key and crit chance. But again, that's not something super crazy. So let's see. We grab those for you. Can we get the 7 orbs here for Kid Goku? Probably. Although, I don't know actually, it depends how that drops. No, of course, we can only get 6. Okay. So we can't get the extra damage reduction for the mini Goku, which would be helpful considering how much damage he takes. I mean, he probably just dies here, right? To the Butenks, unless he gets a dodge. Because, like I say, mine is built for full dodge and the rest into additional. So he has 15 dodge and then I think 11 additional. We did not get at any point, though, like the triple super turn. In fact, I don't think we got the hidden potential additional at any point. But yeah, we got 1 dodge and then did not dodge the other 2. So, unfortunately, as much as it's cool to have, like, the first, you know, DAIMA Goku in the game, little collector's unit, like, they gave out all the copies for you to have him rainbow and, like, fully essayed and everything. But, yeah, unfortunately, whilst it's cool to have him in the game, certainly is not really of much use at this point, and we'll have to wait and see what happens and when him and the Vegeta get their TUR awakening. But still going to do a showcase for Vegeta because he does actually raise defense, so I think he has the potential to be a little bit better. But we'll go ahead and check him out in the next video. Let me know your thoughts on the DAIMA Goku down below in the comment section. What do you think they will do with his awakening? Like I say, I think we'll probably wait a few episodes until we've seen Super Saiyan Mini Goku a few times, and then they'll awaken him into a TUR and he will be a Super Saiyan, which will be helpful because he'll be on some extra categories as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out all the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.